You can do the purge anywhere now. There's no restriction. It's wherever you want it to be. Because you're asking for it to come to you, you can put it wherever you want.
For the first test, I decided to build in the exact same location that they did in the video just to see how things would work.
You can do the purge anywhere now. There's no restriction. One of the big things we're working on in the beta period too is that some stuff right now is getting stuck in walls like this. Like they get knocked into it and then they fail to act. So you'd have to open the doors or have the doors destroyed for him to be able to go further. But that's a thing that we're actively working on.
I'm showing the footage from 4 months ago in August from their live stream to remind you that they even say they are working on these things. Now, these are things they have said they are constantly working on. Thrall pathing. Thrall pathing has always been an issue. Find one player who doesn't have at least one complaint about it. How is this immersive, even for a PvE community? How is it immersive that a Purge, Warriors, Thralls, this battalion comes at you in a single filed line? Like, how is that immersive? How does that feel like it's an engaging combat mechanic that you are going to war against? No, they're coming at you in a single file line. No military does that. But this is what Funcom gives you. They just took the old Purge and turned it into this Purge, but it's the same thing under the sun. The devs are clearly incompetent, and they showcase their incompetence all the time with the inability to fix issues in their own game. And then they release updates that then magnify the past issues. It's amazing, honestly.
What's the benefit of a higher level purge? Well, A, it's the challenge. Like, some people want to play a game for the challenge, and so it's just more dudes that are harder to fight. And so if you want to like really test your metal, or if you have like really good gear or some really good thralls, you just want to like hack and slash and spill some blood. That's the point. Also, the rewards are better.
Yep.
I'll say it again. I've said it before. If you're wanting a challenge, you play a game like Dark Souls. You don't play Conan Exiles and do the Purge for a challenge. These thralls were coming in single. Look at them. They're just individuals. Now, even with the pathing being messed up down there by the stairs, they still come at you in a straight line. If any of you have experienced the Purge, it's still a joke. I mean, if you want to test your metal, you could try by yourself in a PvP build to fight all the thralls, I guess. That's about it. But there's no skill in that. It's just hack and slash. You know, it's not like you got to target this enemy over that enemy, you know, this ability over that ability. There's no skill behind it. There is no testing of the metal, as one would say. I can just have my thralls take care of it for me while I sit there and wait for them to finish it, so then I can go collect all my new good rewards because they want the game to be easier.
It's just more dudes that are harder to fight. And so if you want to like really test your metal.
Now I know we've got a lot of Funcom defenders out there, but I hope from these videos just maybe it opens at least one eye, or partially opens one eye, that there's just so much fluff, smoke and mirrors to the things that the developers tell us as a community. I don't care what your play experience is with Conan Exiles, whether it's PvP, PvE, pve-c, roleplay, whatever you do, the core game itself has a lot of issues. And instead of actually addressing these issues, they just add more issues into the game. The thralls getting stuck, that shouldn't be an issue. I also had thralls attacking a building that had nothing to do with my coffer. That's also related to the pathing. And, to do that, they would have to understand their own code, the engine, and how to tweak those things, but they don't tweak them. The reason I shared the screenshot of when that video was uploaded, because back in August, they said they were working on the thrall being stuck in the door. But thralls have constantly got stuck in doorways, grouped up in issues, whether they're your thralls or wild thralls, it didn't matter. Thrall pathing has always been an issue. It's always been something people have wanted fixed. I've seen it on the forums. I've wanted it fixed. You're not going to find one person that doesn't have a complaint about the pathing in Conan Exiles when it comes related to thralls and pets and whatnot. And, that would be great. I don't need new content. But that's the day and age we live in. That this company just thinks, hey, if we give people new stuff, new items, new placeables, that'll keep them happy and content. I'm sorry, I'm not one of those people. If you gave me an update that actually fixed thrall pathing, made the Purge come in formations, like it was a real army attacking me, I would feel more immersed and like I'm going into battle. But I don't. They come in a single file line. They're not hard to fight. You can just get the thralls or pets to fight them for you. You can fight them yourself, even just a couple of you. They're not hard to take down if you're in the right build armor with weapons. There's no challenge here. There is no testing of the metal, as one would say. And it makes me sad that people get excited for these updates because you are literally just excited for something new. Just like people that are like, oh my gosh, the new iPhone's coming out. I have to get in line and get it. I have to pre-order it now. And when it's not even that big of an upgrade. It's not going to change your life, that new phone. And these updates aren't going to change the game drastically because there's not a lot of work and effort put into them. And you can see that clearly. And I hope people kind of wake up to that, before you give them more of your hard-earned money, expect more out of them. They should be giving more to the core game, a game that has so much potential, rather than just dragging it down with subpar updates like this that don't add anything to the game except more stuff for you. Keep the consumer happy, I guess, right? Give them new stuff. And it's mostly all just junk. And at the end of the day, remember, it's just pixels.